Good evening, guys. It's Gary here, doing another video. If you watched my last video, I was on Lake Rhodhiss trolling micro crankbaits, marking a lot of fish in an area, which I think are crappie. So I wanted to go back and try trolling some long line, trolling some crappie jigs, and see if we can catch a few crappie in that area, because there were fish stacked in there. I was catching some largemouth bass in there, a few white perch on the crankbaits, but so I didn't know if they wanted a smaller bait or something. So what we're going to try in that video is these little Charlie Brewer sliders, and then we'll try some of these Bobby Garland stroll R's, I believe they call them. I'm gonna run some with a underspin jig head, and then I'm gonna run some with just a plain jig head, and I'm gonna be running them on tandem rigs, and I'll show you the tandem rig setup, how I'm gonna do it. If I can get them both in the camera here. We're gonna run a lighter one off the top, and I'll just tie a loop knot in the line right there. And then about 1.5 to 2 foot down, I'll put a heavier jig head with another loop knot right there, and then we'll troll those along in the water. Kind of like you do with a 3-way swivel, but just less hardware. So I think the less hardware you can use, the better off you are, because especially if it's a rough day, I think they see it. So that's what we're going to run, and we'll let you know how it does, and if we catch any fish on them, and do a little video on it. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you. striper. It's a striper. Yep, I believe it's a striper. He's twisted me all up. Two bass. Feels like a bass. Two of them again. Get out of my trolling motor. too. Got a complete mess here. See that? How we got that fish in, I don't know. All right, we did the long line trolling for the crappie, and if you watched the introduction, watched the video, as you can see, we caught quite a few fish. I think I caught 3 doubles on the tandem rigs there, but didn't catch a single crappie. All of them were spotted bass. The fish in there that I thought were crappie were, you know, about 12 to 15 inch spotted bass, 1 or 2 white perch. I think the white perch hit the stroller with the underspin jig head, but the bass hit on this. The doubles came on this one. Is the Bobby Garland. It's kind of a green, if I can hold it still, green with a chartreuse tail and a chartreuse head, and then the back one was basically the same thing with a bigger black head, 1/8 ounce here and a 1/16 ounce here, or it might be a 1/4 and a 1/16, but trolled them at about 1.2 to 1.4 miles an hour. And worked pretty good. The double rig works good. Like I said, I didn't catch any crappie, caught all bass and maybe 2 white perch. Not sure, but I did catch 3 double bass. The good about the rig is it works. It doesn't foul up. They troll good. They, you know, they track in the water good and everything like that. The bad part is I'm running 4-pound test line, and you can't muscle the fish. And if you get a double on, they basically take you down. they tangle up about everything you got. So if you try it and you catch bass, especially if you catch a double, just go ahead and plan on re-rigging everything and or untangling everything at the very least. And God forbid you catch a striper or a hybrid, because they will, I'm sure they're gonna probably have you in a world of mess there. So thank goodness I didn't catch one of them. We're gonna go back and try it again. Caught them all on that one rig, that one rod. And I even made up another rod identical to it with identical baits. Didn't catch a fish on it. They kept hitting that one rod for whatever reason. And those of you that fish, I'm sure y'all have done this before. You're fishing in a boat, whether you're jigging or whatever, and you and your buddy got the same baits on and same identical, and you're fishing a foot apart, and one's wearing them out and the other one don't get a bite. And I've done that before too. So, and that's the way it was on my rods this time. They were only hitting that one. I switched. I put the exact same colors on, same weight, same everything. Wouldn't touch it. They were hitting that one rod every time, and I have no idea why they do that sometimes, but that's what it was. So, but we're gonna go out this time. We're gonna try the stroller again. They didn't seem to hit the underspin jig head real good, so I'm gonna try just the regular jig heads, and we're gonna try the stroller, and then we're gonna try the Charlie Brewer slider, and we're gonna try the little Z-Man micro, I forget what it's called, micro something, and I'll put a link in the video to it, and we'll see how that does. But we're gonna go to a different lake this next time, just see what we can do. Been wearing Rhodhiss out and getting tired of kind of going there, so but it's close to the house. So I'm gonna go to W. Scott Kerr in Wilkesboro for this next video, so we'll let you know if we catch any fish. I appreciate it. Thank you.